What is up, guys? It is your boy Kyoverse, and today I'm going to be talking about what they don't tell you about college. Now, going into college, like teachers, parents, relatives, they'll tell you college ain't no joke. College is going to be for real. College is going to be this. College is going to be that. In all honesty, college has not been as bad as everyone has said it's been. Just I mean, don't get me wrong, it is hard. It's not something you just get through without, studying and actually trying. But it's not like they say it is. It's not like the first thing I want to talk about is when they say teachers, like professors won't care. They won't tell you anything, they won't like if you don't come to class, whatever. They're not like, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to care about you. That is a complete lie. I don't it's and I know it's not just the professors that I have because I've talked to other people about this. Like, well, if you're in a bigger class of like 120 people, that's different. But when you're in a class of like 30, 30 or less people, you're going to interact with your professor a lot. You're going to talk to them a lot. You're probably going to exchange a couple emails. I even now have a professor that I can call my friend. I'm not going to like put out his name because I would doubt he want me to give out that information. But we have played a couple League of Legends matches together. Like, it just like you can actually get friends out of your professors depending on how old they are. Mine is obviously he's a younger guy, so we had common interest. But the point I'm trying to get across here is that not everyone is a complete stuck up. There are those teachers, don't get me wrong, but not everyone's a complete stuck up like try hard at life, and they literally if you don't do something right, they just take off and you get an F in the class. No, that's not how this works. Your teachers care a lot about you. And the school itself gives you a lot of opportunities to go get help, tutoring, all that. A tutor that I used to go to for writing, he would come to my room and help me here, and we'd actually became friends too. So like, there's a lot of opportunities that you have when it comes to like getting help and interacting with your school. Another thing that they don't tell you, this is like one of the most important things I think about, like that I think one of the most things I find important about college. You're not going to enjoy yourself if you stay in your room all day and you don't communicate with people. That's just the reality of it. I mean, if you're a gamer like I am, yeah, you can sit inside a good majority of the time and still like enjoy yourself, but it's not going to feel like college. It's literally going to feel like you're not home, you're just in school in a way. But what I've been doing, well, what I suggest people should do is get involved in some community. Not, I wouldn't say a fraternity because that's not for everybody, but join a club. There are a lot. I think every game like campus has a gaming club if that's your thing. An anime club. I don't really know. It's just a lot. There's a lot of clubs. Like me being African American, there's a lot of clubs that involve African American like history and stuff like that, and you can get to know each other, like that type of stuff. Don't just not do anything. Don't just stay in your room and stay cooped up because it's not going to be as fun as getting to know people. The third thing that I think is very important, and I mentioned this, well, I guess I kind of hinted at it. I didn't really mention it, but don't not study. Like, if I could stress that enough, let me explain to you what I mean, because not everyone's gonna understand this. There's gonna be times where you feel like you have nothing to do, nothing at all, and this will happen quite frequently. There will be times when there's literally nothing to do. You don't have anything to do. You seem bored. Like, it's just I don't know how to put it. It's just not much to do. You won't have any. Oh yeah, yeah. That's how I can put it. You don't have any homework. You're just going to class every day. When you get in that type of like when it starts to feel like you're literally just going to class and then coming back and you don't have homework or anything, that's because you should probably be studying. There's some type of test coming up and you should probably be studying for it. A lot of college is going to class, coming back, studying what they talked about in class, meeting with other people, like comparing notes, because some of the times they're not going to tell you, like, unless you email your professor frequently, you're not going to know what's right and what's wrong. So if you're talking like to other people and your answers don't match up and then you go to somebody else, it's probably maybe have a higher grade in the class than you, and they have a different answer, then you should compare answers, talk about it, and that sort of thing. And that it'll just help you a lot get through college. Like that, there will get you through college, making sure you're studying. Um, Another thing that I think is really important in a way when like not studying. I don't know why I was going to talk about studying. Another thing that they do not tell you about college is the food. All right. Okay, for any normal college, the food is gonna be exactly how it was at high school. You know, the trays, you go up, get your food. I mean, you have more variety at college, of course, but you know, the food like on the trays, chicken patty, that sort of thing. If you're getting basic, like that's gonna be there. If that's what you like, basic food, then that it's gonna be there. They also have like salad bars on certain days. They have different stuff, but a lot of it is pretty basic. It's not amazing. And what colleges will do on the first day of you being there or on like orientation, the food will be amazing because that's what they did with us. The food was amazing. The breakfast was amazing. And then once we got here on campus, the first week, food was still amazing. After that first week, you slowly see the food quality start to decline. Like, it was just like, okay, I feel like I'm back in high school whenever I go eat. Like, literally, this is very basic. But that's how it's going to be for most schools. I'm not the Ivy League schools. Y'all probably have 10-course, 5-course meal. I don't know. Just I would imagine it's something type heaven type stuff. I don't know. But for us basic schoolers, we go to like university. We not paying $14 million a semester. We get the basics. You know what I'm saying? Some more things that they don't tell you about college is like your roommate. That will make or break your college experience. And I say that because I'm not that I had a bad roommate. It's not that. I'm just saying, like, really, like, noticing that. Like, once I got here, if my roommate was an asshole, it would have completely changed how I viewed college. Like, I probably would have hated it here. We probably had several, like, verbal arguments and fights. I'm saying verbal fights. I'm not trying to get kicked out of college or anything. But, yeah, that probably would have happened if my roommate was an asshole. But, like, that sort of thing can make or break it. Because if you go to class and you get out of class, it can literally be, like, you don't want to go back to your room. And that's not bad. That's why I said make or break. Because it might not be that bad. If you and your roommate don't like each other, just don't go to your room. Get involved. Study outside. Go to the library. Like, study outside when it's nice outside. Like, that sort of thing. Because I see a lot of people studying outside. Like, yeah, that is just how it is. Oh, and going back to the whole professor thing. Professors do get, like, creative. Because I've had several classes where he was like, all right. Like, my psychology professor, he was like, all right, I feel like this class is getting boring. I see people falling asleep. Come on, we're going to take a walk. And we literally took a walk. We put our notes up, and we just kind of talked about psychology. And we went, like, out in the like towards our what's it called? I can't even think what it's called. Towards our fountain. Yeah, we went towards our fountain and we just sat there and kind of talked. And it was a pretty good day. Other than that, there's not really much they exaggerated. Oh, the workload. The workload is very dependent on your classes. Like, if it's hard to explain. Everything's based on your major. That's what I really wanted to talk about. I'm gonna not make this as long as it. Like, I'm gonna try to cut this short. But like, if you're going to college and you fear it's gonna be way too hard, that's really depending on your major. If you going in for like nursing or something, yeah, of course you're gonna have a lot of studying to do. You're gonna have to learn the body, learn the medical terms, learn all that. But if you're going to but if that's your passion, if that's something you want to do, it's not going to feel like a workload. You're going to want to know to learn it. I know I'm like kind of repeating what many people have said, but that's the reality of it. Other than that, I feel like I've spoken for far too long. I don't even feel like I've been talking for that long. It's crazy. It's 9 minutes already. Well, going on 10. But I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I'm gonna start calling these Chris Talks. If you want to be responsible for the next video and what we talk about, please just throw a like, not a like, but throw your subject down in the comment section, and I'll read through whatever I get, and I will, and I'll let you know who the subject came from in my next video. I'm rambling. I'll see you guys next time. It's been fun. It's been your boy Kyoverse. I'm out.